for being my light. Okay? Thank you for being my light. A guardian angel by my side. That's your best friend, huh? The nuns, you know. Thank you for being my light. A guardian angel by my side. Thank you for opening my eyes and making the world so bright. Okay? Thank you for opening my eyes. Come on, you guys, help me out here, huh? And making the world so bright. Yeah, that's your friend, huh?
I think we got it down this time.
You got it? Thank you for opening my eyes and making the world so bright. Alright, from the top, okay? Fly first. Thank you for letting me fly high, high above the sky. Thank you for letting me smile, smile, smile throughout day and night. Thank you for letting me cry. The tears come deep down inside. Thank you for being my light. A guardian angel by my side. Thank you for opening my eyes and making the world so bright. It's a beautiful song, huh? It's about friendship, right? A good friend will let you know when you're going in the wrong direction, huh?
That's right.
That's why they come up here, huh? Yeah. Tonight we will have a chance to share. You guys know what nam giới is? Yeah. How many take nam giới? Yeah. How many know what you took? Yes. Because sometimes when I was little, I took nam giới. I have a pháp danh. I have no idea what I took. So tonight we'll share more, so we can learn what it is that we took. But we'll share about it and we'll discuss about it, not as a Buddhist thing, but as a guide for our lives. And Sister D will share more about how we're going to do this. Maybe we sit up beautifully. So nice to be young and have all this energy. But we also can also enjoy the energy of being still, being calm too, okay? So we'll be calm a little bit. Just lower the energy, bring it back to the belly. When we're excited, it's up here, up in the facial area, chest area. Okay? Just bring that energy, bring it back to your center, to your belly. A little bit behind your belly button. And you feel that when you breathe? That's where you want to. That's like the trunk of the tree. And whenever you feel overexcited, something strong, come back there. Okay? So we listen to 3 sounds of the belly. And breathe. Close your eye. Don't let anything distract you. Don't let any noise, any neighbor, any best friend. Now you are your best friend. You're breathing. Don't even let your best friend bother you. Your best friend is your breath. You can always come back to your breath. Be real still and accept yourself just as you are. Nice and still, calm.
respected teacher, dear brothers and sisters, dear wonderful family. Many young people share that when they participate in times like this, retreats like this, years later they look back, they realize that these are the best days of their lives. So I hope that one day when you reflect upon these days, you will realize the same thing, to be so carefree, to be so happy, joyful, to touch peace and friendship, brotherhood and sisterhood, to learn so many things about ourselves and each other. And these are good days of our lives. Tonight we will share with each other about the 5 mindfulness trainings. So far we have been learning about 7 factors of waking up. We learned 4 factors already. And so the 5 mindfulness trainings are very concrete practices of mindfulness that enable us to realize these 7 factors of enlightenment. And they have come about since the time of the Buddha. Many of you, this morning you raised your hands that you go to the temple, go to Khóa. And so probably many of you have taken the 5 precepts, năm giới, since you were 3 or 5 or 8 years old, something like that. But maybe most of us were not really aware of what they were. We did not really appreciate the depth of these precepts. And also over the years, our teacher in Bangladesh and also the community of practitioners have gained a lot of insights from our practice, from our observation of the world, so that we have revised these 5 precepts into something that is much more upgraded, updated. It's much more appropriate to our modern time. For example, the first precept, usually it just said no killing. But you'll discover later that it's much more extensive in our training, and we also don't call them as precepts, but we call them mindfulness trainings, because they are not obligations, they are not rules that we have to abide, but they are mental trainings, they are physical trainings for us, so that we can look at ourselves, we can look at these trainings, and then they serve as the mirrors for us to reflect upon our own bodily actions, our speech, and our own thoughts. So they help us to train our body and mind in the direction of beauty, of wholesomeness, of goodness. You see? So if you notice that each training will start with the phrase, aware of the suffering. When we change because of somebody else, that change is very short-lived. You know, when you have a crush on somebody, yeah, you dress up so nicely, you speak so nicely, you're very galang, right? The young man will be very galang, yeah. The young ladies will try to beautify yourselves, yeah, and everything. So that's how we attract each other, and then we'll behave our best. But then of course, once we are comfortable with each other, we start like to complain, you know, to pick on each other, to get upset and things like that. And then we'll fight, and then we'll walk away from each other. You see, so the change that we do just to impress somebody is very temporary. And then we go back to our old habit energies. But if we change because we are aware of our own habit energies, We change because we see that it's better for us, because we love ourselves, and we make that change, and that change is very long-lasting, it's very deep, and it benefits not only us but also our loved ones. You see, so these are mindfulness trainings for us to help us to transform our habit energies, but also to cultivate the beautiful things in us, just like we learn in the 4 diligence. Yeah. So I want to tell you a story about a young woman who was only 12 years old when she came to our monastery in Deer Park in San Diego. She was a very beautiful young lady, only 12 years old, but very developed, very attractive. And many young men in the teens program, even the older teens, they were attracted to her. And of course I was taking care of the teens, so I had to really keep an eye out for her so she wouldn't get in trouble or something. And then a few years later, she actually went to Plum Village when she was 15 years old. And she emailed me sometimes, so I get news from her or from her friends about her. And then when she was about to graduate from college, from high school, she tried to contact me, and she wanted to come and spend a week with me before she moves. Before she went to college. And so she came and I talked to her, and she told me that over the years she had gone through a lot of difficulties because her parents divorced each other when she was very young, and her mother had many boyfriends, and so she was sexually molested, abused by some of the boyfriends, or at least some of them tried to make the move on her because she was beautiful even when she was 8 or 9 years old. And so as she was growing up, she imitated her mother. Means at 10 she already started to have a boyfriend, and since then she always had one boyfriend after another. She said to me, I was never without a boyfriend. And she joined a gang, she did drugs, she drank everything you could imagine of. And she went to Plum Village when she was 15, and she went back into her old patterns. But what was different for her was that she said she took a photograph of the 5 mindfulness trainings in her iPod, and she said, every time I felt so confused, when I didn't know what to do, or when I was in deep despair that I just wanted to kill myself, then I would take the 5 mindfulness trainings out and I would read them over and over and over again until my mind became clear, until I felt okay. And so she used these trainings to help her. And eventually she was able to leave the gang. She joined ROTC, you know ROTC? Yeah, it's like to train, an early training for the army while you're in high school. And then she said, now I'm actually graduating from high school and I will join I think it was the Marines, so that I could go to medical school like you. I want to become a doctor. But of course her mother could not afford to put her through school, so she would join the Marines in order to obtain the education. And I was just really, really happy to hear that from her, you know. And I also encouraged her to use the 5 mindfulness trainings while she was in this Marines training, because you know many things can happen there, and it could cause her to lose track of her main motivation or her intention. So this is a real story of a young woman, and it has helped not only her, but it has helped many young people to have a direction in their lives. Nowadays, as young adults, you have everything. You have more than enough clothing to wear. You have more than enough food to eat. You have many electronic gadgets. You have beautiful homes. And yet many young people are not happy because we don't know why we're here, what's our direction. And we just lose ourselves in games and in all these technologies, information, etc. So to have a direction can save our lives, can save our bodies and our minds. So tonight we will break into groups that we had earlier when we had the Dharma sharing, remember? Yeah, we will go back to those locations and meet with our monastic brother or sister. Each family, each group will discuss the third and the fifth training. Okay, the third training is about true love, and the fifth training is about nourishment and healing. These are very important trainings for young people, the third and the fifth. And then each group will take on one more training. And this training you will present to, when we come back, like we have, let's say, 50 minutes to discuss in our own groups, okay? And then we come back here, and each group will have one person, so remember to delegate one person in your group to take notes. And you can make a skit, you can make a dance, a song, or you can have a presentation, just 5 to 7 minutes. But when you come back here, each group will come up and share one training so that we cover the 5 trainings total. We have 7 families, right? So actually we have more than enough. So what the teens group, we will, so we'll discuss the third and the fifth, but we will present the first mindfulness training. Is that clear? Yeah? And the next group is from 18 to 19. Sister Batni, would you raise your hands, dear? Yeah, okay. You're in Sister Clarity's group, okay? You will discuss the third and the fifth, but you will present the second training. Is that okay? You present the second training, which is about true happiness. And the third group, Thầy Pháp Khải, brother Revelations group, who's in that group? Would you raise your hand? Wonderful. You will discuss the third and the fifth, but you will present the third training. Okay. And the fourth group? Thầy xem nào. Mấy tuổi? 24 to 29. Would you raise your hands? Okay.
30.
To 30.
32.
Khóa. So you will present the fourth training, The fourth training, and then the fifth group. Okay, Brother Pháp Nguyen, Brother Aspiration, who are you? You raise your hand. Okay, then you will present the fifth training. Sounds good? Okay, where's the sixth group? Sister Batni, Sister Cypress. Raise your hands. Okay.
And Sister London group together because we don't have.
Okay, so you can just discuss the third and the fifth, but you don't have to present, okay? Because we have enough 5 groups. Oh, would you like to present? So you choose one, okay? Make it fun. Okay, there are 4. Okay? So you can add more. Okay? So let us really open our hearts, share from our own experience. When we go to the small groups, we go to the previous locations there. Too far, huh?
Back of the stage.
Okay, like we can sit one group here. Oh yeah? Okay. So we all of us can stay here then. Okay, teens, we sit down here, okay? Come.
So Sister Bunny's group in the backstage, huh? Behind
Okay,
the
we
scenes.
all stay in the same hall. And then when we hear a sound, two sounds of the bell, we come back. Welcome, sit down, sit down. So let us, all right. So let us listen to one sound of the bell together. Then we'll stand up and we'll bow to each other. Then we walk quietly, mindfully to our own groups, okay? So we don't need to talk, we don't need to make any noise, we don't need to waste any time, okay? So the teens will be here, Thầy Pháp Dung's group will be here. Sister Bạch Nhiên with a dâu nặng back here. Okay, Sister Bạch Nhiên, where are you? Okay, Sister Bạch Nhiên back there, Thầy Pháp Nguyễn back there, you got it? Okay, Thầy Pháp Khải, where are you? Back there. Okay. Okay. All right. Just look for your leader quietly. Let's see. Let us challenge ourselves. Okay. Let's breathe. Standing up and joining our palms beautifully. Bow to each other. Okay, now dear ones, please take your booklet and walk quietly to your group.
The nun, we have 348, so almost 100 more than so but mainly they based on this and so just in the spirit of sharing, just put an open heart, open mind, and just allow the space for people, ideas and views. You don't have to attach value and then have it's when someone shares, you just recognize that it's just a view, the point of view. And then we can also have our point of view. And then as collectively as a family, we just put out there and see what's best for you. In the spirit, and you know that this training has helped many people change their lives, like so with that, maybe we each training we can invite one person to share, but of course it's a be share that each family we have to present one training. And we, our family, discuss the third. That's always a hard one. It's about true love, sensitive, but also it's really, very applicable and apply to the case of each of us. And so we just mindfully share about that training. And then we only need two, right? Because since we share about the third, so we discuss the third and the fifth. We present the third. So maybe before we start, anyone volunteer? Anyone feel you are a good note? It's fine. Me?
Do we have paper and pen?
I believe this book that has some extra paper. Anyone get a pen?
I can take it right here.
Okay.
I'm not presenting now.
Okay. And we can, if we decide, because some other location, the young people, they decide to make a fun skit, but they're short skit, but you have the essence of the meaning of the country. And it's always fun. This way people can enjoy. So we discuss first, and then we will discuss how we present. So maybe one volunteer to read the Teacher. Would you like to read the third?
Whole paragraph.
Whole paragraph.
The third one. aware of the suffering caused from this world. I am committed to cultivating responsibility in many ways to my body and mind, couples, families, and society. Knowing that sexual desire is not love, and that sexual activity motivated by craving always harms myself as well as others, I am determined not to engage in sexual relations without true love and a deep, long-term commitment to being known to my family and friends. I will do everything in my power to protect children from sexual abuse and to prevent couples and families from being broken by sexual misconduct. Seeing that body and mind are one, I am committed to learning appropriate ways to take care of my sexual energy. I will cultivate loving kindness, compassion, joy, and inclusiveness, which are the four basic elements of true love, for my greater happiness and the greater happiness of others. Practicing true love, we know that we will continue living in the future.
So dear family, just a quick recap. You can go around each of us can share a word or two. What do you think about true love? What do you think about a word or two that comes up? Yes? Commitment. There we go. Intimacy. Caring. Free. Understand. Share.
Protect. Selflessness.
Happiness, have to have that, right? In love, come on. You cannot be suffering all the time.
Not suffering all the time.
The family in the Buddha shares, and also our teacher, elements of true love can be seen in many of the things we share: patience, happiness, commitment, unconditional, like a mother to a child as unconditional. So I just get out some of the elements that you can reflect and discuss more into detail about this first is what we call tứ vô lượng tâm. Tứ vô lượng tâm, từ bi hỷ xả, rất lớn mạnh. Compassion, joy, happiness, and non-discrimination or inclusivity. Our teacher asks nowadays, in true love we need to have respect and trust. Because if you can reflect then in our society and trade, especially in our country, many broken men, divorce, or abuse. So there's something in the way we live that have this energy that we're not aware. We do things that can hurt the relationship we have with our family.
And they know exactly what we want. So let us open the circle.
And so we open to the circle. Anyone have any experience that you have in your family or even a friend? Or you've seen you witness? You've seen like a way of living, lack of awareness that can bring the family maybe I share my story a little bit about my family. You know, our tradition back then, the day our grandpa, my grandpa had about 7, one wife, but also other mistress, like the second wife, third wife, and back in the day, they were not my grandpa, but the traditional culture that man they unaware. Or maybe our society, need have a lot of children to take care of the family or continue the family business, things like that. So they have multiple wives. And then when I get to my dad, he has my mom, and then I heard my mom say he has another. Because he's in the military, so he travels, out of awareness. We have a relationship. I love my mom. My mom said that, but he know how to handle with not anger and. But she's still be able to keep the family together. But then when I look at my grandmother, I see the suffering, the difficulty that my grandma had to share time and then had to go through the 6th one. She lived in the same city. And so I can see that in the the suppression. She didn't say it, but then she not and I can see that when we don't have to make a commitment to honor the love that we always at first we promise, okay, I'm gonna be with you, I'm gonna do this and that, but then after a few years, I don't know what happens. We don't see the beauty, or we don't stick with our commitment or our value, and we go for another path, and that can hurt. And I just want you to reflect to see how if we in that shoe, we the one that got betrayed, how hurt that is, and things like that. So we can share how we can cultivate true love to protect the relationship, and also especially when we raise a family, it can affect the little one. When the children see the way the parents behave in a relationship, it can plant seeds that they might do the same thing, or they got raised without full support of the both parents. And so this is the situation. So we can share about that. Or like nowadays, especially in Western society, we grow up quite fast. Not in Western anymore, in Vietnam even. Teenagers can come together and explore this energy, and they just very very vague, try to come together and explore, but not cultivate this deep friendship deep love for each other and make a commitment. So you can share about that. Have anyone here got pressure in a relationship that they don't have a lot of respect for you, for your body? They just go for the physical, the looks, and just want to, just to try, and not really respect and honor your true, your beauty, the inner beauty beside the physical. So you can share your experience.
All these different things, and when I got into my dream school for nursing, I happened, and so we broke up, and I just never looked back from that.
After reading and reflecting, do you think that the teaching here, the training here can protect us, can protect our relationship? We can share that skill.
Talking about true love, I would talk about my dad. My dad, when he bring me over here, he was having a lot of trouble bringing me over here because other people around him tell him to not bring me over here because it costs a lot of money, and it wasn't good for me to go over here. They're trying to say that stuff that convince me to not bring me over here. Cover everything that doesn't listen to whatever they're saying. So even they doesn't like him when they bring me over here. Like he said that's my child, I have to bring her over here. I don't want her to be over here and have nobody take care of her. And I very appreciate it when he bring me over here because I have the opportunity to learn more, to explore more. Because in Vietnam, I don't have the opportunity to learn all of everything that everybody have. And he bring me over here no matter what. Actually, he tried 2 times, and the first 2 wasn't successful. So he had to make another one to bring me over here. And his love is like, I didn't understand it until I came over here, like how hard he was working for it to give me a better life over here. That's how, yeah.
You're quiet, huh? Anyone here ever fall in love? I know you share with anyone in a relationship right now.
Yeah, I think our parents' relationship is true love. So my dad was in a situation for over 7 years. So they had 2 kids before he went to and my mom still had 2. sister and at the same time visit my dad for one-to-one months, you know, for 7.5 years. You don't see that nowadays. And my mom is like a beautiful woman, and she's really, really beautiful. And a lot of guys chase her, doesn't care that she has 2 kids, and like, oh, we'll take care of you. But she never wavered and waited for my dad. And yeah, like after so many years, they still leave notes for each other. My mom tells him and would leave notes before she goes to work and stuff like that. Food, on the table, in the fridge and stuff. And that's what inspiring. Of course, there's like arguments here and there, but it's always like the commitment to one another, because they stay together. And I really want to have that kind of relationship in my life, where I'm like, oh, someone is worth fighting for, someone worth waiting for.
Can you give some flowers? That's a success story in true love, huh? Since the hot ever, like. Okay. Yeah. Everything you can bring to
for us young men, I would blame Instagram. Facebook, because all these girls they want to look cute on Instagram when they show their stuff, and that kind of get you excited, but this is when it's saying like you gotta follow these rules.
Actually, I share about my grandparents. It's the most their love is making me admire the most. All my childhood I lived with them, not lived with my real parents, because they don't have any children and they married. Their marriage actually is arranged marriage from the old time, and then somehow they cannot have children. But until now, their marriage has lasted for 30 years already, and then only my dad, I call him like dad, but just like my real dad. And only him goes to work, and then she and my mom is stay home and cook for him before she married him. So she didn't know anything about the housework because she is like from a noble family, so she didn't do any housework or cooking at all. But after marrying him, it took her for 3 years to learn all the stuff and get used to it. And then she is the best cook ever. They do argue each other, but the way they don't hold it back. So like if I see something bad about not good about you, I say in front of you, and then so that's when they come in conflict, so they can solve out at that time. It's good they not hold it back, and then until we end the relationship one time you cannot hold it anymore, and it's just boom. So that's why I learned the most. I learned from them. Until now, I still admire them a lot. Even they don't have any children, but they're so sweet to each other. My mom know, my dad like to drink alcohol. And she said, oh, you can drink it, but just only 1 cup a day. And then that's so sweet. And then my mom like to go to the market in the morning, and my dad always get up early and then take care of all the car out for her.
Laura added earlier, I don't know if it's applied, but my family is really supportive and they love me
so much to help me get over these bad relationships and stuff. So, like, they always made me feel special and a good person. So, it was able to, for me to be able to start relationships and trust people more and be more honest with them.
The desire wanted to do that.
And I just want to raise this awareness also, true love also, the love for yourself also, because you deserve some love too. And if we, like you just share, if we have a strong family, strong group, and that encourages for you to see the true beauty in you. So you need to have others to say that, you're beautiful or commenting about, but you can recognize that when you learn how to respect our body, respect our beauty, the inner beauty also. So out there, so people don't have to pressure to make rush into a relationship. So I just want to raise that self-love also. You can start right there. You want to help Sister me? What do we have so far?
I just have the list of words that everyone came up with, and then for the sharing portion, I just summarized just the summary of everyone said. So I have more.
What do you think about true love? What you can bring about true love? A little bit about.
I think it's easier with like non-humans. No, like
I'll write that down.
like my dog, because I always mess with him and like tease him. He always gets grumpy. But every time I say come here, he always comes to me. like he's always mad. You know, when I call him, he's not mad. Like easy 2 seconds. And then sometimes when he sleeps on my bed, but he takes up too much space, I just let him anyway. So I think that's like true love. And we don't argue, so.
Thank you. That is true, huh? The for immeasurable mind is you extend your love, extend the boundary beyond the race, the color, even the species. You extend that love. That this happened to my friends also.
I just want to add on to the top guys mentioning that about self-love. I think it's very true. I think it's a reason why I'm very selective with guys that I date. Didn't have a boyfriend until I go to college. I don't want to see anyone unless he or she is worthy of my time, energy, and commitment. It's a lot of work. And as soon as I see that there's no chance for love, it's over. Because I'm wasting his time, is wasting my time. So I think, it's always really important to know what you want in a relationship, that we really understand each other's needs. And that's the only way to really make each other happy, because if you don't understand them, they don't understand you, then the relationship goes sour. But if you really love yourself, then you really want to find someone who's worth it.
Sister Nhi raised one keyword that's very important: understanding. In order to love, we need to understand. And understanding what we want ourselves. So from there you can understand. Slowly you're aware and take the time to care, to pay attention, to get to know the person. Then you understand what you want, and so you can bring, the joy, the care into the relationship, to nourish that flower bloom from that relationship. relationship. And our teacher always emphasized that as brother and sister, we have commitment to protect our freedom. We love in such a way that we preserve each other's freedom and not to attack or to reach it. So understanding is very
I always get kind of scared. I don't really know much about it. Maybe one more day. I always think my parents always ask me when you're going to get a boyfriend because your younger brother got a boyfriend and things like that. And then I think back to, but I think back to why, and I know because I really want to love oneself, especially as a girl. It's always precious. So I had someone call me telling me that, oh, I like you, but his reason was, I don't know why I like you. You're not the prettiest person that I know. You don't really have the best wife in the world.
Who's that guy?
He's only 4'10". I can take him. But, like, as a young teenager, just you already have all these insecurities, and to have, someone of the opposite gender and everything like that, it makes you shut down. So, that's a hard thing. It's taken me a long time. I think that's the first time. Sometimes it can be hard. It's a funny story to tell, but it always kind of hurts, but it's okay because I know he's not the best person in the world. So I hope that one day he looks beyond physical attractiveness, he'll find someone. Because still to this day, he's so single. Not that I'm happy about that, but it's just I think the way he's carrying life right now is going to be harder than I want to. So I hope that will change one day. But I don't think of myself that way.
What time do we have till until what time? 9:50 we have to.
No, right now it's 9. Oh, no, not 9:50. 8:50.
So do you think we have some, at least some foundation to present?
No, let's do a dance. Want to do a dance?
How do we want to present?
Want to do a dance?
You're gonna dance? Well, I think we need to agree on a theme or a message that we want to put across. I think so.
I have an idea.
Yeah, go ahead.
So everybody start. Okay.
So it seems like he has an idea.
I don't know if you guys want to do this. If we do a skit, I say we should do one with a girl in a relationship with a guy, but every time she breaks up, she goes with another guy because she doesn't love herself, so she can't be single. Because she's not comfortable being single because she doesn't love herself, so she wants to show love to somebody else. I don't know. Just an opinion.
We can keep throwing them around and make sure
I'll add to Jesse's idea. I think what you said, the relationship you have with yourself is probably the most important part to begin with. I've seen a lot of my friends go in and out of relationships where they think they're in love, and I think it's because, or from what I've observed, I think it's because they validate themselves through someone else's eyes, their boyfriend's eyes. And I think it has to do with that they don't love themselves completely. And that's why they always have to find someone after another to kind of make themselves feel good about themselves. So I do really like your skit idea.
And I didn't want to think about it. And I kept feeding myself, listening to those musics until I became
Yeah, you can go both ways. Nah, it's just because me and my friend had a conversation like this like a week ago, so I was kind of might be able to put, you know, good idea to do it now.
Not listening to any more music.
If someone come up with a kind of a skit, like you know how character, a setting, or like
It sounds pretty serious.
They say 7 minutes. 5 minutes. Long skit.
Any PowerPoint pictures, pictures and videos?
What technology?
Neural pathway.
So right now, it's actual script. and have 2 actors.
It doesn't have to be serious. Funny.
So then the theme would be, this is not true love, right? No, the theme is, you need self-love, so that you don't see love continuously. So then she has to come to realization. So basically that person gonna keep on dating, and then at the end, you know, it still didn't work, and then she's gone and now hear a speech like, oh, you know what? Or something along that line, right? To express true love, to tie in everything together. Oh, how about this?
okay.
So after she dates like 3 guys,
Yeah.
and then she found this thing on the floor, this book bag, and she was like, and she goes, third mindfulness training, what is that? And he was like, then she pretends to read from the bag, and then she's like, oh, that's what true love is. I should be blah 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 blah, self-love, and that's, you know, so that's.
No, you gotta take down 5 minutes.
No, she shouldn't read the whole thing. No, just read each.
Sorry.
Like, it was slow the area.
5 minutes later.
We could do a dating game.
Dating game?
Oh, you know the chairs?
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Three chairs and then one girl. And then sitting on the side, ask some questions. And then the guys answer the question. And then like, the girl finally decides who she wants to be with. And yeah, do that for like a little bit.
And then
Something else.
And then the
Oh, okay. How about this? We go through what Jessie did. I mean, chess, and then maybe I think we still enough time for 5. So we have a dating game into that, and until she find a person that you know like close to that. So she finally find true love before she didn't find true love. but through the practice, the practice, then she finds true love. Yeah. Okay, so can we do that?
And then she has to say it out loud, like, oh, you know, who I am, what I'm looking for first.
Yeah.
And match the guy's answer.
Yeah. Okay. That's fun. So who wanna be? Who want to be the actor? I mean the character in the.
All the guys have to act.
I'll be one of the guys.
Who's going to be the final?
How about Tony? Who want?
Tony's in the final.
I'm not on dating game. I'm not good at dates.
So how many guys do you need?
So we need
3
4
guys. Four total?
No, we need 6. And she's dating 3 guys. And then she's on the dating show. She can be 5.
There can be 5 people, but one can be the hostess. And then 1 girl and 3 guys. You can like that, or you can have the girl be the host.
I think she'll break it with 3 guys and she'll go on a dating show with 3 guys. 6 guys.
Wait, is this one related? Is this one related thing, or are we doing 2 different things? Not the same, it's not one related.
Let's do it.
Different scene. Colin?
Yes.
Let's do it. You gotta read the training. So we have 4 brothers already. Oh, Tony, why don't you come up and no? Okay, that's a good one. Okay. Tony, you sure if not, I'll go up. Huh? I'll go up and next up. No, actually, one sister can ask a young man.
I think we have to do it.
No, we have 6.
Yeah, 6 guys.
But Tony,
Okay, if Tony doesn't want to talk, then he won't be in the dating show. He just be one of the guys she dated.
One of the breakups.
Yeah, and then maybe you can be in the dating show.
yeah, it's fine. No worry, it's fine. It's fine.
Just give you my line.
Okay, yeah. What's your name?
Okay, good.
Yeah. And it's just like the actor. We need 3 guys. Be on the dating show. Who else wants to be on the dating show? Jesse, and one more on the dating show.
I always wanted to run the guys.
I'm sorry.
Học tên gì không?
Wait till y'all let me. Girl like that? Yeah.
I'm not going to be the winner.
No, he's the winner.
Yeah, I know. So we
And I'm sorry.
Then Jesse.
So Tony, what's your name? Ben. So you guys are going to be the ones to break up at the beginning.
Oh, ready, happy, care. Yeah, you have to act. Gentle on the
And then when you're up there, you only ask me questions. Why do you want to date? Those are like common questions.
How about that there's a guy who got another girl, so he's breaking up with her, so he can find another love.
Contestant number 1, if we were on a date, where would you take me?
Why do you want a relationship?
Or how about just ask them to describe themselves? And then each of you describe your personality. And the one that resonates with this, you would pick that person.
So Peter, you told me that training, right? You told me that training.
Oh, did you describe what true love? Yeah, they should describe what true love. What is true love? That's your only question.
Never mind.
You just ask one question. Actually, the only question she's gonna ask is what is true love? Peter is gonna be the one with the right answer. Peter should just read this one. Peter reads this whole thing, takes up 5 minutes.
Peter, go sit for the hot. This is a test, man. So we cool?
Oh, actually, we need to break up reasons for each of them. Let you know. Okay, so who wants to cheat on Ben's gonna cheat on Ben. That's the reason why you guys are like, you just want it. You want another friend. Yeah. And then Bunny to Ben. Another break up reason. Then how do you guys want to break up? Don't have time to love each other. You don't have time for her? Oh, you have to be negative. I'm really negative. Yes, exactly. What?
Vicious to you?
You just say, I'm going for it. You just let yourself do it.
Dear families, please come back.
We haven't get to the fit.
Come back.
So we full.
Our teams are ready for you.
So it's good luck.
Just wing it.
Yeah, we're gonna be the best. Oh, just after you're
Lúc này
Wait, who's presenting?
stress nhiều nữa đó.
I smile in mindfulness and dwell in the present moment. Buddha is seen in an autumn leaf, the Dharma in a floating cloud, the Sangha bodies everywhere. My true home is right here. Breathing in, flowers are blooming. Breathing out, I am aware that bamboos are swaying. My mind is free and I enjoy every moment. Here is the pure land is here. I smile in mindfulness and dwell in the present moment. The Buddha